Hey, what's up everybody? It's your pal Brett here. Welcome back to another edition of Headbanger's Closet. Appreciate all you guys checking out the channel. And today's a very special day. It's October 28th, 2021, and that means it's the 40th birthday of Metallica. The band was officially formed October 28th, 1981, so me being the huge Metallica fan I am, I wanted to kind of pay a tribute to the band on their birthday and just show you guys a handful of the items in my Metallica collection that I would look at and say they were some of my favorite items. Now, I don't want this to be like a 30-40 minute episode, so I just picked a few, like literally a handful, maybe like 15 things or so. I could go on and on for hours about all the cool things I love about my Metallica collection, but these are some of the items that I think are kind of memorable to me and personal to me for, sentimental reasons and whatever. And, I haven't done a Metallica episode in, 3 weeks now, so I figured I was due, right? So let's get right to it. Going to show you guys some CDs, some vinyl, some random other items in no particular order. So let's go through the CDs first. The first one I picked out for obvious reasons. If you saw my Load episode, you'll know why I like this one so much. This is the Hero of the Day single. I'm not even sure which version it is, but you get the whole Motor Headache mess. This is from the Lemmy's 50th birthday party they did, where they played all Motorhead tunes. Only seen this from other collectors like 3 or 4 times. I don't think it's super rare, but not a whole lot of people have it. And I don't really know if it was a US or European pressing, but I got it at the mall where I grew up, so it couldn't be too hard to find back then. But here's the CD, and you get Hero of the Day, and then you get Overkill, Damage Case, Stone Dead Forever, and Too Late, all Motorhead tunes. And perhaps the coolest thing on this release, and mainly because you can get those Motorhead tunes on the Garage Inc. album. But the coolest thing is this gnarly poster that they put out with it of the guys dressed up like Lemmy, and Lemmy had his 50th birthday bash. So pretty cool. Definitely one of the cooler items in my collection that I wanted to kind of share with you guys. Again, I showed it during my Load episode, but it's been a while since I did that, so I wanted to bust it out again. The next couple CDs aren't super special, really. I picked them up on livemetallica.com. You can download the shows as well. But I was at both of these. It's night 1 and night 2 of the Fillmore, the 30th anniversary shows they played at the Fillmore Theater in San Fran, December of 2011. I was lucky enough to be in attendance for nights 1 and 2 of that memorable week, celebrating the 30th anniversary of Metallica. So that was really, really cool. So these are definitely memorable items. 2 more memorable items for me, just favorite bootlegs. Seattle 89, well actually it says Texas 89, but only half the show is really from that Texas show, but really, really love that photo of James. And then the set list just badass. It's basically that whole 88-89 Justice Tour set list. That's peak Metallica in my opinion. Doesn't get any better than that, and one of my all-time favorite bootlegs. I wore the hell out of this 2 CD set. And then the next one is from the Load tour. This was from Oslo, Norway. Looks like it is November of 1996, November 23rd, I think, 1996. Again, one of my all-time favorite bootlegs of the band that I have. And behind me, behind that Iron Maiden banner, is probably about 200 live Metallica bootlegs. And these 2 right here are my favorites. It sounds great, and just, again, really cool set list from that Load tour. And yeah, really dig it. So those are the CDs. Next thing we'll talk about is just a couple of magazines. Here's a Decibel Magazine. This thing came out in 2008 for the 20th anniversary of Injustice for All. Literally the entire magazine is all stuff from the Justice era. Interviews, photos, pretty much everything from the Justice era. It's a big kick-ass commemorative Justice issue, basically. So really, really cool there. Let's put that over here. Another one is a really cool one. Badass picture of James, just a Guitar Legends magazine. Again, really cool article on the band here and some of the guitar stuff. Some cool photos and whatnot. Basically, it goes into like every album and it picks out like a handful of songs from each album. There's a write-up here on Puppets. So I think this thing actually came out, this one came out in 2009. But a really cool write-up on Puppets on this thing. And then you get all the tabs, a bunch of different songs. So really cool. One of my favorite magazines I've collected over the years. And yes, I collect magazines. Here's another one. It's just Music Icons Collector's Edition. It's basically just a tribute to the band. It goes over every single one of their albums up through the Hardwired to Self-Destruct album. Just really, really cool stuff. Interviews, whatnot, stuff like that. So pretty cool. Pretty cool Rolling Stone magazine. I'll basically collect every Rolling Stone that Metallica's on the cover. I think I have all of them. This one's from that Lollapalooza. I think that summer of, what, like 97, 99? Hell, I don't even remember. It's been a long, 96, my bad, 96. So basically, after they kind of got done with the Load tour, or kind of in the middle of it actually, but yeah, pretty cool. They got that makeup on. It was kind of dumb a little bit to me, but I don't know, cool issue. Here's another Rolling Stone from the Black Album days. You've got James on the cover. This one I picked up kind of later. I never actually got it when it first came out like the other ones. And then perhaps my favorite magazine is just this Guitar Legends magazine from the Load era. Got that James Flying V Flame guitar that he doesn't use anymore. In fact, I don't think he actually even used once the Load and Reload era was done. I don't think he used them again. This was pretty badass. It's basically the exact same as some of the other ones. The entire magazine just features like interviews and them talking about all their hit songs, and there's tablatures of all the hit songs. So pretty cool. Next thing, let's talk about some records. Actually, first, before the records, I want to get this thing out of the way. It's the Live Ship Binge and Purge box set. This is the CD and DVD versions. Here's a CD, the Scary Guy stencil. Or not, that's the Snake Pit Pass, rather. Here's a Scary Guy stencil. The 3 VHS tapes. You got the 2 from San Diego and the 1 from Seattle, 89. And then the badass booklet right here. All different freaking stuff in it. I have an entire episode on this. It was my Christmas episode last year. So go check it out. Go scroll through the videos and find it. It's a while ago, so you might have to do some scrolling. But it's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite items in my collection from the day I got it for Christmas when I was a kid. I believe that was Christmas like 93, I think. And it's been probably my favorite Metallica item overall since then. So let's put this down here. This thing right here is pretty cool. Before we get into the records, these are just the old Vans Kill 'Em All. I've never worn them. They still got the tags, but pretty cool. They fit. I just don't want to wear them because I figure if you get them all dirty, you're never going to get another pair. So they're still in the box. Top of the box actually says Metallica, so pretty cool. I picked these up right when they announced they were going to release them. I went and picked them up at the Vans store in Atlanta, and luckily they had my size. I was kind of skeptical that they actually even have it, but they did. And yeah, but for some reason I've never wore them. I kind of got too nervous that I'd screw them up. So yeah, it's my Vans. What else can I show you guys for right now? Let's go into, actually let's get this poster out of the way. This is probably my all-time favorite poster of the band. Let's pull it out right here. This was actually a Christmas gift for my wife. And I will be framing this soon. I just kind of haven't yet because it's a little bit bigger than most posters. Get the damn thing out. There we go. Alright. This is the 1991 Day on the Green show poster. I've actually got like a smaller poster and then somewhere, I don't know where, and then a t-shirt of this, but it's pretty cool. There's the snake coming out of the bay around the Golden Gate Bridge, and then right here, Queensryche, Metallica, Queensryche, Faith No More, Soundgarden, Day on the Green, Oakland, 91. So that's probably my favorite poster, but they don't really sell frames this exact size, so you kind of have to have it specially made, and honestly, I just haven't wanted to spend the money to do it. I really should because it's just a badass poster. Way cooler than any of these. Speaking of posters, that Live Ship Binge and Purge promo behind me is pretty big. I've showed it before. That's also one of my favorite items in my collection. It's probably my second favorite poster besides this one. So let's go into some of the vinyl records I've got that are kind of memorable and special to me. This is my original pressing of Garage Days Revisited, 87. This is US pressing. Next thing, we've got the one gatefold release, which I really, really love. picture of the guys, and there's actually a few pages. There's Lars, you turn around, there's James and Kirk. There's Jason, and then Lars again, and it's just the single of one. I'll show you guys. So you get one, and then you get one demo version, and the other side you get From the Bell Tolls Live and Creeping Death Live. Way cooler, in my opinion, than the normal single for one, although I think the normal single one's got a way cooler cover. But this one's a badass gatefold. Next one's a pretty cool picture disc. It's probably my favorite picture disc that I own, just because the photos are so badass. It's James and Kirk, 84 era. Again, this James 84 era is really, really cool. These are just interviews. I've gotten a handful of picture disc interviews, but this is probably the coolest one photo-wise. And now it's the Creeping Death single, 1984. Creeping Death and Am I Evil and Blitzkrieg on side 2. And this is probably the crown jewel of my collections. My favorite item in the collection. It is the Creeping Death White. This is one I was searching for years and years and years. I was telling my good buddy Mike, you guys might know him as Met Fan Mike, good buddy Mike Mueller, how much I wanted this damn thing, and he was helping me search for it. Every time he would see it online, or if another collector was selling it, he'd send me a message. And finally, I think I told the story about this when I did my Creeping Death collection episode, but I got super drunk one night, pulled the trigger on it, didn't remember the details. The next morning I was going through my emails. I was like, congratulations, your item is processed, your order is processed. And I was like, oh, what did I buy? Looked at it, I was like, oh shit, I bought some white Creeping Death. Cool, good for me. Didn't really want to spend that money, but I got a deal on it kind of, so it was all good. Another one of my favorite items, this one's got an anniversary coming up in a couple months. This is the Jump in the Fire single. Came out January 20th, I think 84. You got Jump in the Fire on one side. It says like studio side, Jump in the Fire. Then live side, Seek and Destroy and Phantom Lord. Their fake live song was just like the band playing and then like fake crowd can noise. But pretty cool. A lot of different versions of this. I've got almost all of them. This is the Music for Nations red copy. Pretty cool. You guys know how much I love my colored vinyl. Pretty beat up condition, but not too bad. There's some tape on the cover and all that. So another item I wanted to show you guys is the Hardwired to Self-Destruct 2 record set, but mainly for the reason this is the breast cancer awareness pink one, which I think is really, really cool. Got a sealed copy over there on the wall, but I really, really like this, and I like the fact that it was for a good cause. Another pretty cool bootleg. It's one of my favorite bootlegs on vinyls. It actually sounds like crap, but the cover's badass. So I want to show you guys that. Another item that I really, really love is my original first pressing, U.S. pressing of Justice. 2 LP set. I'll just show you the first one. Pretty cool artwork from Pusshead, the Hammer of Justice with the guys, and then all the lyrics. And the side it just says Metallica. And then here's the label on Elektra Records. Pretty cool. Haven't had this one for too long, actually. Really, really stoked to have it in the collection. Try to always keep it in the plastic. This one in particular. Alright, so the next thing we got, it's a really cool item. This particular item, actually, you know what, I'll do this one last. Let's do this one here. This is the Ride the Lightning 2008 Warner Brothers release, that louder, harder, faster version. This one is pretty cool because they are the blue records, not to be confused with the Walmart version blue. These are the original 2008 Warner Brothers. See that Warner Brothers label up top there? Pretty cool dark label with the white, the blue Metallica. I think that looks really sharp. So, these things came in black and blue, and then like all the other Creeping Death excuse me, not Creeping Death, Kill 'Em All came in red and then in black. Ride came in black and blue. Puppets came in black and purple. Justice came in black and green. And then so on and so forth. I think like Reload or Load had a white version. I don't remember. I think the black album was just regular black vinyl. But really, really cool. I'm glad I got this one. Another one that took me a while to get, be able to afford. But it's really stoked to have in my collection. So I hope you guys dig it. And the last vinyl item I wanted to show you guys today is one of the actual first items I did on this channel well over a year ago. It is the Good, the Bad, and the Live, the 6.5 year anniversary 12-inch collection. Pretty cool. Let me pull all of these out, show you guys all this stuff. So first things first, I want to show you the poster that comes with it. Pretty cool poster of the dudes. Alright. And then here are the singles. So the singles, you get to Jump in the Fire. And then let's just take a look at these. Yeah, alright, it's just the kind of like the, I think this is like the 86 release. Jump in the Fire came out in 84, but Vertigo Records put out another reissue in 86 with this label. Then you get Creeping Death. Same Vertigo label. Pretty cool. Not in the best of conditions, right? I can tell you that right now. So then you get the Harvester of Sorrow 1 and Bread Fan, recorded live at the Coliseum in Seattle, Washington, August 29th and 30th, 89. Basically, these came off that Seattle 89 show from the live ship Binge and Verge. This is really, really cool looking. Check that out right there. It's pretty badass. That James Hetfield artwork right there. And then you get Garage Days. On Mercury Records. Which is kind of weird. And then you get the Harvester of Sorrow single. Harvester of Sorrow, one on side 1. Side 2, you get Bread Fan and the Prince. Back cover looks pretty badass. That's pretty cool. The Puss head design right there. And then Metallica Harvester of Sorrow right there. That's pretty cool. And then the last thing from this Good, the Bad, and the Live, the 6.5 year anniversary 12-inch collection is the one single, which is really, really cool looking. I really love this album artwork right here. Another pretty cool Puss head design. And I love this one. It's got like kind of the bullet holes right there. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's one of the cooler vinyl items that I have in my collection. Really kind of glad I got this when I did, because I've seen them for sale recently and they're going for a hefty amount. And I was able to get this one at a record store not too far from where I live, and the guy had it, and I kind of scoped it out for like a good 2 months before I was ready to pull the trigger. I did like all the research on it. I was like, all right, I want it used because I kind of want it looking a little beat up, and I don't want to pay a ton for it. And you know, I think I got a really good deal. It's pretty damn heavy with all those singles, but yeah, pretty cool item. If you want to see that one of those early episodes, I kind of suck at doing this. I think I still suck at doing this, but it's really fun for me. It's a lot more fun than it was back then. But yeah, you can go scroll through the videos and find that it's really, really old. And I guess that's about it. There's only 2 more items I want to show you guys. A couple of framed items I have. This is the Indio, California Big 4 kind of promotional, you know, advertisement, I guess you'd call it. I went to the show. I was there. And then I was in a convenience store the day after the show, getting ready to go back to the airport in Palm Springs, California. Had to put gas in the rental. I went in to get a drink, and there was like some free magazines, like those like free like local newspaper kind of like, you know, scroll through type magazines made of like newspaper. And I just happened to pick one up because I saw Metallica on the top right hand corner. as I was going through it, this full-page ad was there. So I was like, shit, yeah. So I grabbed like 3 or 4 of them, put them in my bag, and I was able to frame one of these. I gave the other ones to some friends. And then the last item we're going to show you guys today, again, we're running up a little over 20 minutes here, and I could go for like another 2 hours showing you guys my collection, but another cool promo poster I got, small poster from the Load, in stores June 20th. Not Load, excuse me, Saint Anger, the different color, Anger Fists. I thought it was really cool. I picked this up at my local record store. They just kind of gave it to me. It was like still up a few days after the album came out. And I went in, like I've done a handful of other times. I was like, the album's already out. What are you going to do with that? And like, oh, I'm just going to put it in the back. I was like, can I have it? I'm a huge fan. They're like, sure. They just gave it to me. I was like, all right, thank you. Had it in a tube for a long time and just last maybe like 5 or 6 years. Framed it. And yeah, so there you have it, guys. Some of my favorite Metallica-related items in the collection. There's so many more I can show you guys. So many more I can't wait to show you guys. There'll be a time for that as this channel progresses, but that's it for now. Hope you dug it. Do you have any of these items? Let me know which ones. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Metallica. It's their 40th birthday, right? Happy birthday, Metallica. So hit that like and subscribe if you don't mind, or don't. It's a free country. You don't have to. It'd be super cool if you did, though. And yeah, appreciate that. Go find me on Instagram, Headbangers Closet. I post pictures of all of the stuff on that platform. I post pictures of live shows I've gone to, all sorts of other heavy metal related stuff regarding my collection and pretty much just heavy metal in general. So go follow me on that. I do my best to follow back. And yeah, hope you guys dig it. I'll have another episode for you guys very soon. Cheers.